All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Elevation Nation Conversations. It's your man, God Body Sean. Here to chop it up with you a little bit. How the YouTube family doing? How the Elevation Nation Nights doing? Still elevating and striving, growing and building. Wanted to tap in with y'all on a late night. I I was reading an article about Simone Biles, and it just kind of caught my attention. I, uh, so I said, let me tap in on it and speak on it. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop some comments in the section. Let me know what you think. We still being consistent, building up the YouTube subscribers, building up the like-minded individuals. I don't like saying followers. I'm not trying to be a leader. I lead myself. I hang out amongst other leaders. So it's the Elevation Nation fam, subscribers, like-minded individuals. But there was a video that came out, and it got a lot of women in their feelings. Men too. It got some. I guess it got some men in their feelings too. But it kind of brings you back to the whole men and women debate, what's going on in the black community, and this and that, and men's value and women's value, and all of this crazy nonsense. But it was an interview. I can't even think of the guy's name. I think his name is Jonathan or something like that. I'm not really an avid sports fan, but he plays for the Green Bay Packers, and he's married to the gymnast Simone Biles. And he was giving an interview talking about how him and Simone Biles met, and I think he was saying they met on a dating app, but she really kind of pursued him. She kind of chased him down and got in his DMs, and came down to see him and pursued him. So he said he felt like he was the catch. And in the interview, and a lot of women saw this, and some guys, and it kind of, I guess, it ruffled some feathers. So let's take a quick listen to it real quick and see what he was meaning when he was saying that, or see what he's saying, and we'll kind of dive into it. We're gonna go too deep, not too much of a deep dive into it, but we'll talk about it a little bit. It's a late night session, so just chopping it up with y'all. So let's check it out and hear what he had to say about how he met Simone Biles.
Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord.
Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens, says he's the catch in their relationship and admits when they first started dating, he had never heard of the four-time Olympic gold medalist.
It's something you don't want to miss.
The newlyweds, who tied the knot back in April, recently sat down for a chat on the Pivot podcast and reflected on how they first met after Simone popped up on a dating app back in 2020.
Let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity,
While it seems unlikely or even impossible that the Green Bay Packers safety had never heard of Simone, he tried his best to explain how the Olympic hero managed to fly under his radar.
When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched,
And the pro football player shared how he felt after she first messaged him.
I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she got to be good.
Once they connected, Jonathan says things took off fast. Simone driving 45 minutes to visit him in Houston, and the rest is history.
I guess sharing it is just a part of my story.
So you was really the catch in...
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Because I was fighting it. I was afraid.
All right, we're going to pause it right there. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comments. And what he was basically saying was he didn't really know who she was. He wasn't familiar with her. And some people say that's cap, or some people say he was, exaggerating that point or that part. But I believe him. He's a young dude. He's a professional athlete, and a lot of people don't really realize that a lot of these athletes they're in a bubble. He's practicing. He's probably doing 2 a days. Working out. Probably not out there in the streets like that. So he's probably not in tune to a lot of other things that are going on that some other people are or whatever. Probably not not watching a lot of TV or things like that. So he probably wasn't familiar with who Simone Biles was. And he said she kind of pursued him. She later on in the interview, he talked about how she got in his DMs first, and she reached out to him first and all that. And she actually drove down like 45 minutes to come see him at the first time they met, things like that. And a lot of women kind of got mad at that when he said that he was a catch. What's wrong with him thinking that he's a catch? If he's on his mission and he's on his purpose, and he's handling his business, and he's focused on what he got going on and what he's trying to get to, yeah, he's a catch. Any man that's handling their business and they're focused on their goal and their mission and their purpose, they are a catch. They add value. And some women, they don't understand that concept, but they can't see that concept because it's the narcissism attitude, the me. It's all about me. I'm the woman. It's all about me. I'm the catch. I got a vagina. I got breasts, whatever. I'm the catch. But a lot of those same women that think like that, they don't understand what it takes to even get a man like this, to get a brother like this that's on his purpose, and he's in the top 1% of the 1% to make it to the NFL and the leagues and things like that. So that takes a lot of dedication and sacrifice and perseverance. So a lot of women don't even know what it takes to get a man like that. And I think, from my perspective, what happened with Simone Biles and how she got him is you gotta look at it. And this is not taking any jabs at Simone Biles or anything like that or whatever, but she is typically not the prototype of what a black man or men look for. She don't have the big breast or the small waist and the big hips, or the big soft behind and all of that. She's really, she's muscular because she's a gymnast. And she probably knows that. So what makes her more attractive to him and more desirable to him is she probably humbled herself. She's probably not all about her. It's not all about me, the narcissistic attitude. And she seems to be pleasant, nice or sweet, whatever. And that's what a man, a young man like him in himself would really want. If it's a man that's about his weight in gold or knows what his worth is, she brings him peace. She brings different aspects to him than what he needs or what he's looking for. I'm pretty sure he's not worried about her bank account. He got his own money. Any man that's about anything, he's not really concerned with a woman's money or things like that. So, because he has his own, or he's going to make his own. So he saw different qualities in her that made, that made her be able to lock him down, even though she's not the prototype of what, the hourglass or Coke bottle shaped model type woman. She has other attributes that outweigh all of those things. And I think that's what a lot of the women that kind of got upset or whatever with him saying that they failed to realize is bigger than your looks. It's bigger than your outer beauty. Simone is probably a very beautiful woman on the inside, and outside as well. She's not a bad looking woman. So it's way deeper than what some of them have looked at it and portrayed it to be. And then with him being an athlete, he probably gets hit on all the time. And, you got to realize too, some people are just blessed with genetics. If you're a 6'5", 6 some foot, brother, square chin, square jawline or whatever, the women are gonna run after you. They gonna chase you. So he really don't have to put too much effort out there in that aspect. So he have them coming for him, but Simone Biles did what it was to lock him in. She came admiring him. When you're admiring somebody, you're looking up to him. And I think a lot of women won't admit it, but most women don't want a man to admire them to that level or to that point where they're on a pedestal and he's looking up at them, because if he's looking up at you, then you're looking down at him. A woman don't want to look down at her man. She wants to admire him and look up to him. He's the leader. He's the head. So he can love her, he can desire her, he can submit to her, but at the same time, she still wants to be able to look up to him. And I think Simone Biles admires him in that aspect. So I was just listening to the interview and I was just thinking about all the little controversy that was going on. And I was just thinking, I think people are not looking at it in a different light. Or, they're not looking at it a little bit deeper, than what it was. So they're not looking at, hey, what are you not doing to get a man like this? And what did Simone Biles do to get a brother like this? That's what they should be looking at. They're still stuck on the me, and, I don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory and and stuff like that. So I think they're looking at it from a wrong aspect. Hold on for a second. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. I'll be right back with y'all. We're going to hold on 1 second. Hold on. Pause it. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm back with y'all. Excuse me. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop it in the comments. But also too, I was thinking in the interview, he said he really didn't know who Simone Biles was. He wasn't familiar with her. He didn't know anything about her really. And I think that probably was refreshing to Simone Biles. She probably gets people that kind of admire her or chasing after her because of who she is and things like that. And so she don't really get a chance to be normal or just be, herself and, not feel put on a pedestal. So by him not knowing who she was and not being familiar with her, he treated her like a normal woman. And that probably made her feel good. She liked that. So that's what made her pursue him, because she felt a sense of normalcy between, them two. But I just wanted to tap in on that real quick and tell the women out there, instead of trying to go at him or go at her for him saying he's the catch and Simone Biles not saying he's not the catch, or not really even debating that or whatever, what's in the social media, why don't y'all try looking at it and see what she did to get him? what was it about her that made him want to say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to lock her down. I want to, you know, get married to her and go off this mark. He's a young dude in his prime. I'm pretty sure he has access to women all day, all night. But yet he wanted to lock in with Simone Biles. So it was something that she did to make him feel like that, where he wanted to commit to her and, you know, get off the market or whatever. So that was just my aspect on how I was looking at it, you know, for what I saw when I saw the interview. When you know, he said he was the catch, and I was simply, there's nothing wrong with that. She's a catch, but he can be a catch as well. And Simone saw something in him, so she wasn't gonna play the game or play the role as if she didn't see potential in him and the qualities in him, where she wanted to be a helpmate to him and with him, and maybe get on his game plan, or get on his team and again get together. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right, we out.